Good morning to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Happy weekend and happy Friday. It shall be well with all of us. And because I don't want to take much of our time, I want us to just go straight to the reason why we're here. And the topic of this message is, why do you hate Igbo people? Senator Osita Ngo confront Senate President. But this one is the other way around. They did not hate Igbo people. They literally telling the Igbo people, go back to your region. Go and continue with your Biafran. And God, as God may have it, the person who preside over this clip you're about to watch now is Senate, Deputy Senate, which is Jibril Barao. I want you to see this clip. Then we'll come back. I did not bring this clip for you, not because I'm supporting Nigerian government, not because I am interested in their politics, but I want you to notice one thing in this clip you're going to watch now. You understand me? This clip now just literally, they just passed the bill by Northerners. The bill of telling the Biafrans, please, we are sorry, you people can go back to your region. That was the reason of this marginalization, and that was the reason why this our brother is crying, and none is ever there to support him. Rather, they kicked against his motion. Let us watch this clip, then we'll come back for more discussion.
So when will Southeast even have lion's share in any particular project? Mr. President, if this is an omission, it is an expensive omission. The Southeast cannot continually to be treated the way Nigeria is treating the Southeast. Let me give you an instance. Out of the dams that were listed here on the Southeast, Ivo Dam was last funded about 12 years ago, with a 5 billion naira spent on it, and it has been abandoned by Nigeria for the last 12 years. I had written 3 letters to the Ministry of Water Resources. We have done everything possible to see if they can bring up Ivo Dam. And here, a zone is allocated 66 billion, and the entire South is at 0. What kind of omission is that?
Mr. President, I think we should be very mindful of commenting on the infrastructure renewed hope project, because we should see it holistically. This is just a segment of the renewed hope agenda on the infrastructure. We have a road infrastructure, we have power infrastructure, we have other, let me learn, please. Yes. Mr. President, I have the floor, and let me
you are protected.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. President. So, in doing this, we should consider what has been allocated in the other sectors. I'm not saying that the Southeast should be excluded. No, on the contrary, they should also be included, but we have to bear in mind what the whole infrastructure project are all about. Development of the whole country, irrespective of the state and
thank you very much.
From.
Thank you.
So, of recent, there was a release of over 1.3 trillion naira, and the Southwest had the lion's share. And I believe if you go deep into it, if you check the ministry's budget, you will see some balancing. And this thing is just being released gradually.
Thank you for the guidance.
So we shouldn't jump into conclusions.
Thank you for the guidance.
We shouldn't just jump into conclusions.
Thank you,
that
Mr.
is
President.
imbalance, that is sidelining. Rather, we should wait till we get the true picture. Thank you very much.
I'll be brief. From what, with due respect to Senator Lero, who said lion's share to the Southwest, when will Southeast even have lion's share in any particular project? Mr. President, if this is an omission, it is an expensive omission. The Southeast cannot continually to be treated the way Nigeria is treating the Southeast. Let me give you an instance. Out of the dams that were listed here on the Southeast, Ivo Dam was last funded about 12 years ago, with a 5 billion naira spent on it, and it has been abandoned by Nigeria for the last 12 years. I had written 3 letters to the Ministry of Water Resources. We have done everything possible to see if they can bring up Ivo Dam. And here, a zone is allocated 66 billion, and the entire South is at zero. What kind of omission is that, Mr. President?
Thank you.
We should be treated better than this, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Senator...
Mr. President,
Senator Aliyu,
my dear colleagues, Mr. President, a very ordinary person. Mr. President, in support of what Aliyu has just observed, I want to also point out that look at the prayer of the move of this motion, asking for 380 billion, which is bigger put together than all other applications and all sorts. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's be guided by common sense and reasoning. Thank you. I do also.
Senator.
Mr. President, I just want to talk generally. You see, this is a very good issue. That's pointing out something that's going on. Many of us have been crying of marginalization. Many of us have cried on several issues where North is completely was neglected. And I'm sure this may not be the end. Mr. President, no, I want you to hear this story. You are the policy makers. I want to draw the attention of the makers of the Renewed Hope agenda. I want them to bear in mind that every part of this country is part of Nigeria, and every part of the country deserves infrastructural development. It is not wise in allocating resources to sometimes over-allocate to one zone at the expense of other zones. Here on this floor, I talk about the way Northeast was completely neglected in terms of road infrastructure, where trillions are being spent on some section of the country, no cover is being spent in the Northeast. We said it. We also raised the issue of agriculture, where money was being allocated to some zones, and our zone was not there. So, Mr. President is for Nigeria, and it's for other Nigerians. The makers of this Renewed Hope agenda should be advised to bear in mind the diversity and the necessity to cover every section of this country in allocated resources. It's not only this one. There are so many areas, and that if we want to go through one by one, we will continue to debate. So I think there's general need for them to review their position and ensure that every part of this country, whether southeast, southwest, south, northeast, we all need development, and we need to be allocated adequately and fairly and equitably in whatever they do. That's my comment. Thank you.
Thank you. I have just issue is something that can be dealt with administratively. I told him that we can call the minister, talk to him, or the DG budget, that there's an omission here, and that will be corrected. Because as human beings, we cannot be perfect all the time. It could be a genuine omission, right? So, and it is on that premise that the leader just approached me now. We've taken it upon ourselves, the leadership will interface with the relevant, office of the executive arm of the government so that we can resolve this issue. It's not something, it's our government. And we have a president that listens to, the plight of his people. We have never gone to him to ask for anything of this kind of thing. This kind of thing without, getting resolved immediately. Somebody who listens. And even the ministers, they always listen. Whatever we bring to them that are in the interest of the nation, they listen and get that done. So let us not over debate this matter. We have just consulted. We'll, go ahead and meet the relevant office to sort out this matter. What we need is result, to see that there's equity in the distribution of the wealth of this country. And we know the government is doing very much in respect to that. So please, let's not overflow this issue. Leader, can you just one or two words so that we get this in line with what is discussed with you right now, so that we can move ahead?
Well, thank you, Mr. President, and we heard ourselves very clearly and very loudly as well. And I believe it's an issue that can be debated all day, because in every geopolitical zone that you turn to, there will be one issue or the other that they would have wished were handled differently. My own humble appeal to our colleagues, and by way of also a motion, is to say that we step down further consideration of this motion to allow time for the leadership of this Senate to interface with the Honorable Minister of Water Resources. Luckily, the mover of this motion, distinguished Senator Engineer Kenneth Emeka Eze, is the one coordinating for us right now the Senate Committee on Water Resources. So he's the deputy chairman, and as far as I'm concerned, we will also work with him and his committee in interfacing with the Federal Ministry of Water Resources, and then we'll revert back to this house. I so move.
So you move for the. Yeah, those in favor of the motion moved by the leader in order to resolve this issue amicably and the best manner possible, that this motion be stood down. Those in favor, and seconded by the minority leader, those in favor, please say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Elite of Senate.
Okay. First thing first, I would like to thank each and every one of us who have devoted your time and your data and every other thing to make sure you see any of my video. I said, may God Almighty continue to bless you. May God Almighty continue to make a way for you where there is no way. May God Almighty continue to uplift you beyond the expectation of those who want you to go down. May God Almighty meet you at a point where you have said that no going back and going front becomes a problem. My brother, my God must surely elevate you. My God must surely bless you, and my God must surely protect and preserve you and your household. For watching my content, for making it your point of duty to ever click on any video I posted. My brother, you must never lack help when you needed one. Anyway, let us just go to the reason why we are here this morning. I show you this clip not because I want to advertise the Nigerian government and their shenanigans, whatever they call it, they say it's politics, or not because I'm interested in what is happening in the zoo. No, my only concern is to have this Biafra that we all are clamoring for, and have it in good manner, and have it just in free and fair, not with bloodshed, because we have lost a lot of individuals, we have lost a lot of heroes, we have lost a lot of what will I call it, a lot of future generations of the Biafrans. But notwithstanding, we are still moving forward. But let us just look deep, because I know many people must have seen this video. I don't know the interpretation to give that to that video. This guy by name Osita Wangu, who raised that motion, the northerners in there, that was why sometimes it seems like they say Southeast are being marginalized. No, they are not being marginalized. We marginalize ourselves. Because if when this guy raised this motion, another senator from the Southeast, no matter how difficult it is, seconded that motion or support him in unison, they can make something out of it. But he raised that motion as just a lonely bed on the top of a roof crying. The northerners stood up and shut that motion down. And that is the end of it. What is it literally telling us? This one is just a very big lesson. The northerners and the House of Senate of the zoo have already signed it into law that Biafrans will not have anything that has to do with lion share. In fact, most of the bills they are passing there, if it is going to favor the Southeast, the Igbos, they rather not pass that bill. But my people, whom they have been giving these dancing steps, they have been playing this music, are they really dancing to the tone which they're supposed to dance to? The answer is no. Because this one is literally telling the Igbo, the Biafrans, that you are not needed. We will keep on marginalizing you. We will keep on shutting your region out of everybody that have been presented on the National Assembly, or at the Senate, or at the federal level, executives. Just you people should go to your own country. But the answer is no. Most of them are just interested on just little money they are giving to them. Just fall. I mean, the crumbs that fall from the master table, they are okay with it. Anything that happens in the southeast, anything that happens to their constituents, they don't care as long as they are getting constituency project money, allowances, bogus allowance, and the rest of them. They and their family are living well. So if the constituents like, they can die and go to blazes. It doesn't care. They don't care. It doesn't concern them. But here comes a very, very wisdom that is attached on this video, which many people are not seeing it. They just passed the bill that Nnamdi Kanu should be freed because this is what Master Nnamdi Kanu have been fighting for. So this is Ostanwangu, my dear. Well, I admire your courage, but I can tell you, even if you shout from now till tomorrow, they are not going to amend anything. That's the simple truth. They are not going to amend anything. If you like, gather all the whole people from your constituents. Let them gather at the Senate. You talk anything, the Northerners will shut it down. And they will tell you other regions are still crying of marginalization. Imagine in a budget of over 60 trillion naira, they didn't include the Southeast in most of the infrastructures. And somebody is telling me that Dave Umahi is doing well in the Southeast. And I laugh. Anyway, my guy, I applaud you, but I can tell you there's no point disturbing yourself. They have already told you in plain black and white, you are not part of this country. Your country is Biafra. Go and settle down with your people and know how to move your country forward. So stop all this, they shut you down. When will the Southeast get the lion's share in every budget? How can you get the lion's share? After all, most of the things they are using to share on that bill comes from the Southeast. But they will not give you lion's share. No, because you are not part of them. The country does not belong to you. So why would they give you a lion's share? That is the question you are not asking yourself. Even when you ask it, you might not get a conclusion or the answers. So my brother Ostanwangu, cry no more. You people should come back home. Let us re-strategize and fight for the independence and restoration of the Biafra. That is the only way forward. That is the only hope for any living being. Whether you are a Biafran, you are a Arewa, you are a Ududuwa, that is the only way. You say that this country should remain one, my brother, my sister, they will just end up buying you people. While foreigners are busy taking over your lands and taking over your territorial integrity, and you are busy fighting over peanuts at the National Assembly. Well, I will not go far from here. Let us just take some few comments because a lot of people applauded this, our brother. Let me see. Some people will also counter it. Nigerian student says Senator sir. Okay, let me see. Senator sir, nobody is perfect and no one is clamoring for perfection. We simply want fairness, equity, and justice and consistency. Thank you, Senator Ngu, for speaking the mind of most Southeast. Bravo, sir. Okay. Sorry, my brother. Art engineer Samuel Ejiofor said, I so much love the way he presented his speech. Thank you, brother. Obienu Nelson said, Senator Ngu, thank you, sir. Aja Boy said, Senator Nwoye was wondering what kind of people are we sharing country with. Bob Milik said a glitch happened in the election to shorten the Southeast candidate. Glitch happened in JAM to shortchange Southeast candidates. Now another budget glitch to shortchange Southeast zone. The wonders of one Nigeria. This is the truth. Glitch 2023, glitch 2025. Now another glitch to shortchange the Southeast in their budget. And you are telling me that this is not indirectly or directly telling you, please, can you go back to your country? And you are waiting for them to just write it in a paper and present it to you as a placard. Is that what you are waiting for? You are not going to see it. Because these are politicians. They will only make their statement in a political way. So it remains for those of us who is outside that terrain to understand and interpret it to the layman's understanding. Igbo said one Nigeria na for mouth. Yes. Bola Possibility said this guy has really spoken representatively. He spoke as if he is not speaking at Akpabio Senate, a Senate intimidating and terrifying senators. Kudos to the young senator, an active representative of his people. Tony Ikejuku said, and some foolish people from Igbo land are clamoring for Tinubu's return. Alfano said that they don't hate you. They are simply envious and jealous of you. Dorati, my brother, you are on point. I blame the governors of the Southeast and those supporting this government. The last government neglected the Southeast and have continued. It is very, very unfair. Continue speaking big Oyibo and big grammar. They don't tell you, say make you go. It is very, very unfair. No problem. No be only unfair. Unfairness call unfairness ni. Samuel Dulu said, I have said it before and I will still say it again. What Nigeria is doing the Igbos is too bad and must be condemned. If Nigeria does not want them, then allow them to go in peace. Finally, Igbos are the engine of this country. And if they leave, Nigeria is gone and gone forever. So my people, okay, let me read this last one. Ojibo said, tell Uzodinma and Omahe, they are the one telling the people that Tinubu is doing well for the Easterners. So, in fact, we are coming back for more discussion. Let's just end it here. Just like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. Happy Friday, TGIF. Thank God say we don't reach Friday. Oh, mbochi bamban dindim. Ana ango anese ese. Wesi wakwa nishi o. Achine kemezu oku. Bye bye for now, my people. I love you all.